On October 11, 2025, the world was stunned by a revelation that would soon ripple across continents and industries alike. The Philippines, a nation celebrated for its breathtaking islands and vibrant culture, suddenly found itself thrust into the global spotlight for a reason no one could have predicted. News broke of a groundbreaking discovery deep within the Philippine archipelago, a discovery that would not only change the fate of the nation, but also alter the course of global technology and economics. Scientists and journalists from around the world scrambled to cover the story, as headlines blazed with excitement and speculation. Hidden beneath layers of rich volcanic soil, researchers uncovered a vast and previously untapped reserve of rare earth elements. These minerals, often invisible to the naked eye, are the unsung heroes behind the devices and systems that power our modern lives. The soil, once thought to be just another part of the landscape, now revealed its true value. A treasure trove of elements essential for the future. Rare earth elements are the backbone of modern technology. They are crucial in the manufacturing of smartphones, electric vehicles, wind turbines, and even advanced defense systems. Without them, the world as we know it would grind to a halt. The Philippines' discovery instantly positioned the country as a potential powerhouse in the global supply chain, a game-changer in the ongoing race for technological supremacy. For decades, the Philippines has been known for its stunning beaches, warm hospitality, and bustling cities. But now, it finds itself at the heart of international discussions, not just about tourism, but about technology, security, and the future of global industry. Investors, governments, and corporations are all turning their gaze toward the archipelago, eager to understand the implications of this monumental find. The potential impact on the nation's economy is staggering. With careful management, this discovery could usher in a new era of prosperity, creating jobs, boosting infrastructure, and lifting millions of Filipinos out of poverty. Rural communities, long overlooked, may soon find themselves at the center of economic development as new roads, schools, and hospitals rise to meet the demands of a booming industry. Yet, with great opportunity comes significant risk. The path forward is fraught with challenges, environmental concerns, social tensions, and the ever-present threat of exploitation. Protests have already begun, as local communities and environmentalists voice their fears about the impact of large-scale mining on the land and their way of life. The difficult terrain and complex logistics only add to the uncertainty. Experts from around the globe are astounded by the sheer scale of the find. Early estimates suggest that the Philippines' reserves could rival, or even surpass, those of the world's current leading producers, such as China and Australia. Geologists and engineers are working around the clock to assess the full extent of the deposits, while policymakers scramble to draft regulations that will protect both people and the environment. This discovery is about more than just minerals. It's about reshaping the global resource map, shifting the balance of power, and redefining alliances. Countries that once dominated the rare earth market may now find themselves competing with a new and formidable player. The Philippines stands at the crossroads of history, with the potential to influence everything from global trade to international security. The effects of this find will be felt in everyday life. From the price of your next smartphone, to the availability of electric cars, and even the stability of international relations, the ripple effects are just beginning. Philippine ports may soon see a surge in exports, while local industries adapt to new opportunities and challenges. As the world watches, the Philippines holds a key to a new era of progress, not just for itself, but for the entire planet. Filipino engineers, scientists, and entrepreneurs are already dreaming of a future where their nation leads in innovation and sustainability, setting an example for others to follow. The question now is how the Philippines will wield this newfound power. Will it become a beacon of responsible development and inclusive growth, or will it fall prey to the pitfalls that have plagued other resource-rich nations? The choices made in the coming months and years will shape not only the destiny of the Philippines, but also the future of technology, industry, and global cooperation. Rare earth elements, despite what their name suggests, are not actually rare in terms of their presence in the Earth's crust. In fact, they are relatively abundant compared to many other elements. However, what makes them rare is the challenge of finding them in concentrations high enough to be mined economically and efficiently. These elements are often scattered and mixed with other minerals, making extraction a complex and costly process. Extracting rare earth elements requires significant effort, advanced technology, and careful environmental management. The mining process can be labor-intensive and expensive, which is why only a few countries have developed the capacity to mine and process these elements on a large scale. The rare earth family consists of 17 metallic elements, including well-known names like neodymium, europium, and terbium. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in modern technology. For example, neodymium is essential for making powerful magnets, while europium and terbium are used in lighting and display technologies. These elements possess unique magnetic, luminescent, and electrochemical properties. Because of these special characteristics, they are irreplaceable in the manufacturing of high-tech devices such as smartphones, computers, and advanced medical equipment. Neodymium, for instance, is a key component in the magnets that power electric vehicle motors and the generators inside wind turbines. Without it, the transition to clean energy and electric transportation would be much more difficult. Europium and terbium are responsible for the vibrant reds and greens you see on LED screens and computer monitors. Their ability to emit bright, stable colors makes them indispensable in the display industry. For decades, China has dominated the rare earth market, controlling over 80% of the global supply. This dominance has given China significant influence over the prices and availability of these critical materials worldwide. Recently, the discovery of substantial rare earth deposits in the Philippines has generated excitement. This new source could help diversify the global supply chain, reducing the world's dependence on a single country. With more countries able to supply rare earth elements, the market could become more stable. This would help prevent sudden price spikes and supply shortages, benefiting industries and consumers alike. The emergence of new suppliers like the Philippines could break the current monopoly, encouraging competition, innovation, and investment in rare earth research and development. As the world continues to search for reliable alternatives, the Philippines stands out as a promising answer, potentially reshaping the future of technology, industry, and global trade. This discovery began with Filipino geologists, not corporations. They used advanced technology to survey Luzon's remote regions. Initially searching for copper and gold, they found unusual signatures. Ground expeditions confirmed high concentrations of rare earthen elements. The findings were extraordinary, revealing a vast deposit. Presented to the government, the discovery was deemed a national treasure. The geologists are now hailed as heroes, having changed their nation's destiny. Excitement swept the Philippines as news of the discovery spread. The hashtag Philippine Vibranium trended, capturing public imagination. President Santiago declared it a new dawn for the nation. Plans were drafted to manage the resource for national benefit. However, caution was advised by environmentalists and economists. Gina Lopez warned of potential environmental costs. Dr. Emmanuel de Dios highlighted the risk of the resource curse. Strong institutions and transparency are essential for sustainable success. The international response to the announcement was nothing short of extraordinary. Within hours, news outlets across continents were broadcasting the story, and social media platforms buzzed with speculation and analysis. The world's attention was firmly fixed on the Philippines, as experts and commentators weighed in on the potential implications for global industries and economies. Major tech companies, including industry giants like Apple and Tesla, were among the first to react. Executives and employees alike expressed optimism, seeing the news as a potential game changer for their supply chains. For years, these companies have faced challenges due to limited sources of critical materials, and now, the prospect of a new supplier brought hope for greater security and innovation. The emergence of a new player in the rare earth market promises not only increased stability, but also the possibility of reduced costs for manufacturers worldwide. This could lead to more affordable products for consumers and a boost in technological advancement as companies invest in research and development. Governments, particularly those in the United States and the European Union, quickly released statements of support. Officials emphasized the importance of diversifying supply chains and reducing dependency on a single source, highlighting the strategic significance of the discovery. Behind the scenes, diplomatic channels were abuzz with activity. Ambassadors and trade representatives initiated urgent discussions, seeking to establish early partnerships and secure access to the newly discovered resources. In contrast, China, which has long dominated the rare earth market, likely viewed the development with concern. The news sent ripples through Chinese financial markets as investors and officials assessed the potential impact on their economic. Interests. The discovery directly challenges China's long-standing market dominance, threatening to reshape the balance of power in the global supply of these essential materials. With a new competitor entering the field, analysts predict increased competition could spark a price war, leading to volatility in global markets, but also opportunities for new investments and partnerships. Mining giants from around the world wasted no time expressing their interest in collaborating with the Philippines, eager to secure a stake in this promising venture. As negotiations begin and contracts are signed, it's clear that the race to collaborate and capitalize on this discovery has officially begun, marking the start of a new chapter in the global rare earth industry. The economic potential for the Philippines is staggering. Revenue from rare earths could add billions to GDP. This wealth could fund hospitals, schools, and infrastructure. A new industry would create jobs and a skilled middle class. The government aims to develop a downstream industry. Foreign investment could bring technology and expertise. A sovereign wealth fund is planned to manage the wealth for future generations. The discovery is a major geopolitical event. It impacts the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific. The US and allies see it as a chance to reduce dependence on China. The Philippines gains a powerful bargaining chip. The discovery complicates relations with China. Manila must navigate competing interests carefully. The goal is to maintain sovereignty and make decisions for the Filipino people. The path to realizing the discovery's promise is fraught with challenges. Environmental concerns are paramount, given the sensitive ecological region. The government vows to enforce strict environmental standards. Corruption is a risk, with the potential for a resource curse. An oversight committee will monitor transactions for transparency. Social challenges include potential displacement of local communities. Inclusive development is crucial to avoid unrest. The Philippines stands at a historic crossroads. This discovery offers a chance to transform the nation. A future of prosperity and influence is within reach. The wealth could fund education and innovation. However, challenges of environmental protection and corruption remain. The nation's leaders must remain vigilant. The choices made now will determine the discovery's impact. The world watches with hope for a new model of progress. The journey has just begun.